Hello. This week has been a campaign all about how we can spend £40 on local produce. Rebecca from the Gin Shack and I have been out exploring together and separately, just fitting it in our busy week, shopping local and just at the where you can buy food. Also, we have looked at Christmas presents, gift ideas, hence the onion goggles the other day. Oh, it can't be too serious all the time. So next week, our plan is to show you, one, everything we've bought, which has actually surprised me, and I do it regularly. But when you're actually counting the pennies and seeing how far it stretches rather than just going in and buying your usual stuff, I think we were both quite surprised actually how much £40 did stretch. And there is a lot of people out there who think that £40, to some people, £40 is a lot of money for the week, especially if you're a single parent, if you've got many children, if you're on low income. It's a huge amount of money. So we wanted to sort of get that £40 and hopefully it'll suit people's budgets or people's pockets. And far from us telling you what to go and buy, it's just giving you an idea what you can buy for £40. So we went to Willow Park Farm, we've been to Cielo, we've been to Pride and Produce, we've been to Dunmichelle, we've been to the greengrocers, including Flowers by Chloe. And we hope to do another video so we can, tag in the likes of Station House and all our other local independent foodies that, for coffee and cake and whatnot, because we want to try and make this a phase really of how we can spend money locally, especially when it comes to food items. So next week there'll be little snippets of videos. I'm hoping to do something every day so you can get an idea of what we've bought, a recipe idea, what you can make with it, how far you can stretch, like the recipe I've just made today, beef stew in the slow cooker. I have some leftover veggies like celery and carrots and peppers, and I've got some hummus left in the fridge, so I'm using that, and also the little leftover bits that you want generally chuck away. I cut them up really small, put them in a bag, put them in the fridge. Bob, our hamster, gets some of them, and if need be, I don't think there's any harm in doing this, but chuck a few out on the grass. We've got a load of wildlife that I'm sure would appreciate it. All the little bits rather than just chucking it in the bin. And again, it's about using your loaf, and that's what the campaign's called, about how we can buy food locally. It doesn't cost the earth, what we can buy and how far we can stretch it. And I guarantee you tonight, the slow cooking beef that I've done will feed the four of us tonight. And I have a hungry husband and two boys who eat huge amounts, and I'm not exactly skinny myself. So it will feed the four of us, and guarantee there will be a fairly substantial portion left, which I will put in a bag in the freezer when it's cooled down, and that will feed the boys another day. One of them even takes it for pack lunch in his flask, a bit of stew. So it's about making it stretch and hopefully just giving you ideas and an idea of how £40 can work. I shop at the supermarket, Rebecca shops at the supermarket. But when it comes to fresh fruit, vegetables and meat, we both shop local, especially like the likes of Willow Park Farm when I went yesterday. And I got a fair amount for £10.40. You'd be quite surprised. And I know that the chickens are reared in the farm and plucked in the farm, and they're just coming from there to me. So I know where it's coming from. There's no water in there. It's pure fresh chicken, and you won't tend to get them anywhere else. Rebecca, that cheap, but Rebecca went to Firth's Butchers on Main Street, who I also know collaborate with Willow Park Farm sometimes, which is always a good thing. And she bought a load of sausages and a load of mince and beef, and she's cooked some amazing recipes. And there's Hare and David, so there's two of them, four of us. So again, it gives you an idea of different scenarios and who's eating. And if I remember rightly, she did a massive batch cooking of everything. She took some fabulous pictures of the recipes that she's done. And I think she got 22 portions of food for herself and her husband for the rest of the week. So it's all about just sort of using your loaf a little bit. And I'm going to keep saying it, but just seeing how we can stretch that food that's not as expensive as you think. So look out for it next week. I think it'd be a good idea for us to do something every day so the campaign keeps fresh, and you can see how we've done. Again, this is not dictating to you or anybody your time, your family. It's just purely there to give you an idea that, you know, Rebecca and I are both full-time work. Rebecca's a grandparent. I'm a mother of 2 children. My husband's got a demanding job. Rebecca's husband's got a demanding job. We're busy women, and we're trying to feed our family for a cheap cost, as cheap as we can get it. But also, one of the main important things for me is where it comes from, how good it is, and the quality of it. And they're quite key things for me. And the fact that we haven't had to really travel far to go and buy it. So look out. See you soon. Bye.